Shows Phil Hartman as a YouTube executive sitting in an office. Over the intercom, Jan Hook says, "Mr. Toubé, some men have barged in and are demanding to speak with you." Hartman, "Did you call security?" Hooks, "One of the four men is our security guard, Norm McDonald, sir." Hartman, "Okay, send them in." Philip Seymour Hoffman as Joe King, along with John Belushi, Chris Farley, and Norm McDonald as themselves, enter the office. Hartman, "Take a seat, gentlemen. How can I help you?" As the four men sit, Hoffman says, "My name is Juris Dr. King, and I'm here with three of my Undergroundlings members. You may have heard of them: John Belushi, Chris Farley, and Norm McDonald." Hartman, "SNL guys, of course. So what's happening?" Belushi, "Why the hell did you disable monetization on our YouTube channel?" Hartman looks at notes on his desk and says, "Let's see. It turns out we figured that you are using someone else's content without adding any substantial value." Farley, "That's bullshit!" McDonald, "What Chris is trying to say, is a moth walks into a podiatrist's office." Hoffman, "I'll handle the talking, fellas. Okay, now Mr. Tube." Hartman, "It's pronounced Toubé." Hoffman, "My apologies. Okay, we believe your company is in grave error over disabling monetization on our YouTube channel." Hartman, "And why is that?" Belushi, "Because he wants to make some money." Hoffman, "I got it, John. Thank you. While of course we want to make some money off this production, we believe you were wrong in saying that our channel uses someone else's content without making changes that add significant value." Hartman, "Well, as far as I can tell, Mr. King." Hoffman, "It's Juris Dr. King." Hartman, "My apologies. But as far as I can tell, your channel is nothing more than a dog humping the leg of SNL. Hoffman, "I prefer to call it spoofing." Hartman, "Right. But you're just using someone else's content." Hoffman, "See, that's where you're wrong. First of all, take me, for example. My name's not Lorne Michaels, it's Juris Dr. Joseph King. While we share some similarities, including running the sketch comedy production, I'm not a carbon copy of him at all. He has prestige, I don't. Further..." Farley unnecessarily gets up and flops through Hartman's table, sending it crashing to the ground. Hartman, "There you go. Chris Farley jumping through a table. Where has that happened before?" Hoffman, "But don't you get it, Chief? We are spoofing SNL. Did Chris jump through tables at SNL? Sure. But did he ever do it while someone's alter ego complained to YouTube about his channel being demonetized? No. So it's not the same material. It's all new material." Farley on the ground yells, "There's you, there's me. There's you, there's..." Hoffman, "Not now, Chris. Jesus." Hartman, "Well, I wish your barging into my office was the way to solve this problem, but we have an appeals process." Hoffman, "Yeah, but your appeal button doesn't work. I'm starting to get the feeling that YouTube doesn't like, let alone appreciate, Saturday Night Alive." Hartman, "Well, sir, if the shoe fits." McDonald lights up a cigarette. Hartman, "Sir, there's no smoking in here." McDonald, "Relax. I'm the security guard here, Hartman, "What can I do to get you guys to leave?" Hoffman, "Remonetize our show. It's original content that spoofs SNL. It's not just us humping their leg and using their material." Belushi gets up, takes out a katana, and cuts his chair in half while yelling, "Ah!" Hoffman, "Jesus, John, of all the times to get back into the samurai character." Hartman, "Here, Mr. King, you very well may be right, but the fact of the matter is that my company, YouTube, just doesn't like you and doesn't think you're very funny. We were trying to give you a hint by demonetizing you, yet here you are, still complaining, as if I would ever lift a finger to help you." Hoffman stands up and says, then the die is cast. Hartman, excuse me? Hoffman, come on, Shakespeare, Julius Caesar. There's no turning back. Me and my production are not going anywhere. We like putting it up on YouTube because it's convenient. And whether you pay us or not, we are going to continue to build a following and... McDonald lifts the water cooler in the office and dumps the water all over the ground. McDonald then walks through the puddle towards Hartman. Hartman, why the hell did you dump my water all over the floor? McDonald, because we're crossing the Rubicon, you know. We aren't going anywhere, YouTube. And dead from the earth, we're not alive. It's Saturday Not Alive, starring John Belushi, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Jan Hooks, Norm MacDonald, Gilda Radner, Denitra Vance, and with many other special deceased contributors. Musical guest, Jeff Beck, and your host, Julius Caesar. Everybody, Julius Caesar. Applause, applause, applause. Caesar. Thank you, thank you. I was a Roman general and statesman. A member of the First Triumvirate, I led the Roman armies in the Gallic Wars before defeating my political rival Pompey in a civil war, and subsequently became dictator from 49 BC until my assassination in 44 BC. I played a critical role in the events that led to the demise of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Applause, applause, applause. Caesar. I also happen to be dear friends with the producer, Joe King. Kind of like how Paul Simon and Paul McCartney are friends with Lorne Michaels. And Juris Dr. King and I were waiting for me to host this program for when he could do a victory lap based on its success, when it had become a real hit. However, with YouTube deciding to demonetize this program, I have come forward to help my friend in this battle now. Newsflash, YouTube, I'm Julius fucking Caesar, and I've never been on SNL. Giving a monologue here is not reusing anyone else's content. This is the spirit of Julius Caesar speaking from the heart. And what YouTube's decision tells me is that it has no heart. But I am crossing the Rubicon right now. The die is cast. Myself and Juris Dr. King will ensure that this program becomes a success, whether YouTube stands in our way or not. And whether you're listening to this minutes after it's posted or years later, or any time in between, know this. Juris Dr. King and I will stop at nothing until this program gets what it deserves. And it deserves money. Lots of it. So to YouTube and all others that are standing in the way of this program's success, know this. Saturday Not Alive has Julius Caesar on its side. And I will leave no stone unturned until this program receives justice. Now this here may not be the funniest monologue of all time, but if you truly believe that spoofing It's Pat and Matt Foley together, while Samurai, Rosanna Donna, and Norm MacDonald dressed as Burt Reynolds, wondering what the motivational speaker Pat Foley's sex is, if you don't believe that's funny, you're an asshole. But I will do what I can on the other side to bring justice to this program. So I advise YouTube to remonetize it, or otherwise bear the consequences of my crossing of the Rubicon. And to those at 30 Rock listening, this program is a brilliant idea patiently waiting for you to take advantage of it and or its creator and leave YouTube in the dust. Anyway, we have a great show tonight. Jeff Beck is here. So, people, get ready. We'll be right back.